By the grace of God, we are fortunate to have our dear brother and our facilitator to take us through English language. We were so blessed last week to have him take us through the golden rule, and we are ready to hear what God has for us today. I introduce to you again, SirCollins. So, Mr. Say, you are most welcome.
Thank you very much. And then good afternoon to all of you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Yes, and I welcome you to today's lesson. Last week, we were able to look at golden rules on grammar, and today we are going to look at vocabulary, okay? And with vocabulary, we'll be looking at antonyms and synonyms, homonyms, homophones, and then figurative and then idiomatic expressions. But as usual, we need a starter. So if you are ready, we start with our dictation or spelling. So get your pens and your books ready. Are we ready?
Papa, 1 minute.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Probably we'll have to start with mental. For the mass, we'll have to start with mental.
Mental dictation. One mistake, 4 lashes.
Can you see my screen now? Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, we can't see the screen.
You can't see the screen?
No.
Yes, I did that for a reason. Yes, I did that for a reason. So let me just quickly look at this. Okay, number 1. Library. Two. Military. 3. Audience. 4. Condemn. 5. Cassette. 6. Definite. 7. Naughty. 8. Amenities. Social amenities. 9. Colleagues. Plural. Your colleagues at work. Colleagues. 10. Increment. Increment. 11. 11. Separate. Separate. 12. Bungalow. Bungalow. 13. Grateful. Grateful. 14. Curfew. Curfew. 15. Convene. You convene a meeting. Convene. 16. Plait. You plait your hair. Plait. 17. Inaugurate. You inaugurate a function. Inaugurate. And then finally, sergeant. Sergeant. A rank in the army.
Is it 18 questions?
Yes, 18.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So yes, let's now mark.
What was the question one again, SirCollins?
Library.
Question 1 is library. Library.
Library.
Yeah, fine.
Okay,
Or
thank
library.
you.
Library. Yes, yes. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, because I don't plait the hair, I will struggle with that one.
Vocabulary. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Now you can open up.
Okay.
Your document hasn't opened yet, please.
Yeah.
You can
Is it
open
okay
the
now?
Yes.
Yeah, I have done that.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
All right. So let's start with the very first one, please. So you mark.
Basrefo yɛn asubɔ no ɛne yɛn de hyade baako mu sɛ di nokware kɔsi wu dam na wanya nkwa abotiri nea ɔremaake no di ho nokware.
And I'm actually doing this because of the essay we'll be writing, so that we'll be, yes, we will be able to actually write excellent essays. There are people who spell military using double L, condemned without an N, cassette with one S and then possibly a T, or double S and then one T. Definite, you see people using A instead of F-I-N-I-T-E. Separate, people spell it as S-E-P-E instead of S-E-P-A-R-A-T-E. Grateful, G-R-A-T-E and not G-R-E-A. Okay, so let's take note of words such as these. Are you done marking?
Yes.
All right, 1818.
No way.
Okay, right. 17.
Yes. I got the plate wrong.
Okay, Mr. Domfe, right?
Instead of the I,
okay,
instead of the IT,
okay,
I got a double T.
Okay, Aiko, right.
Whoa, I got everything right.
That's for you.
Yeah, somebody had
I just
18.
Yes, somebody had 1818. That's 100%. Fantastic. That's great. Okay. Now, let's quickly move on to what we are actually going to do for today. But please let us try as much as possible to learn how to spell the words that we could not spell correctly. They will actually help us with our vocabulary to be able to write excellent essays. Okay. We are going to look at vocabulary, okay? And then under that, we'll tackle synonyms, antonyms, homonyms, homophones, figurative and idiomatic expressions. All right. Words can be classified according to their relationships with one another in terms of sound, form, meaning, and so on and so forth. Let us consider these four categories. Okay, synonyms, antonyms, homonyms, and homophones. These categories of words often dominate English language objective and written papers. And you know you are going to do something like that for your entrance exam. It is very important to understand them very well. So let's start with synonyms. What are they? Synonyms are usually words that are almost the same or similar in meaning. Almost the same or similar in meaning. Example, commence, begin. Hindrance, obstacle.
Obstacle.
Detrimental, yes. Harmful. Baleful, evil or sinister. Serene, clear, bright, calm, composed, peaceful, bright. Frivolous, not serious or unimportant. Ferocious, cruel, violent, fierce. Absurd, foolish, causing laughter, far from normal, myopic, short-sighted. Yes, some more examples: despicable, wretched, contemptible, obese, fat, expedite, speed up, peruse, read carefully, charisma, charm, attraction, memoir, that's a written record, anonymous, without a name, impending, imminent. Yes. And then the list goes on and on.
Excuse
I'll
me.
be sharing some more.
Excuse
Sorry?
me. With the memoir, is it possible to have just
Yes,
one
please.
word instead of two?
Yes. Do you have any word in mind?
No. I'm just because
The whole thing is, when you look at the definition, they are usually words, so it can even be a word or group of words.
thank you.
Papa,
Yes,
so Papa, please, what is the difference between the memoir and biography?
All right. Please, anybody to help us? Yes, anybody here to help us? Please
Papa,
help us with memoir and then biography.
Papa, I think memoir, a biography can be memoir because it's just a written record. So anything based on that, biano, any written record, biano, come for and memoir. So,
Okay, yes, any other person?
Papa, biography, I believe that, yes, it's a bit similar, but biography per se is purposely on a person's records. A person's record. Yes, and memoir cannot be only termed for a person's record. It could be anything that can be kept, or any record that not pertaining to a person alone.
That's great. That's great. Thank you very much. Okay, that is the more reason why I use written record, more of a general one. But once you veer into biography, that is, you are personalizing it. You even know autobiography, okay, written by yourself. Okay. I hope you're okay with that. Please.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Any other contribution, please? All right, let us look at antonyms. Antonyms are words which have opposite meanings. So it can be a word or a group of words. Okay. Antonyms are usually formed in different ways. Let's look at some of them. Antonyms can be completely different in form. For example, transparent. The antonym is opaque.
Opaque, yeah.
Entirely different. Victory, defeat.
Defeat.
Okay, the victory of, so the defeat of. Happy, sad. High, low.
Low.
Yep. Then antonyms can be formed by changing the prefix. And you all know what a prefix is. Yes, a prefix is basically letters placed before a word to change its meaning. So we have export, you have port, and then EX is placed before it, making it export. So you only change the EX to IM, and that will also become an antonym for export. External, internal. Encourage, discourage.
Discourage.
Yet. Construction, distraction. Then antonyms can be formed by adding prefixes. By adding. The second one is by changing the prefix. But this time you are only adding. So if you have literate, illiterate, you have added IL to the initial literate, and it changes the meaning to the opposite form. Possible, impossible. Respect, disrespect. Adequate, then we have inadequate. What else can we learn from antonyms? Antonyms can be formed by changing the suffix. So this time around, we are looking at the group of letters that end the word. So if you have careful, you only change the FUL to LESS, careless. Useful, useless. Okay. And then note, a word and its antonym should be in the same part of speech or word class. So if it is an adverb, make sure the antonym is also an adverb. If it's an adjective, same. If it is a verb in the present tense, you should know that the antonym should also be in that same tense. So let's look at some examples. Carefully. So the antonym is carelessly. So you cannot have carefully and you say the antonym is careless. Because in this case, carefully and carelessly are both adverbs. Barren. The antonym is fertile. Both are adjectives. Husband. Wife. Both are nouns. Any question, please? Any question or contribution? Okay, let's make progress. Homonyms.
Excuse me.
Homonym.
Just before we move on.
All right, Mr. Donfe.
Yeah, we had useful and then useless. Can we also say usefulness and then uselessness?
Thank you very much. Usefulness, uselessness. I'm sure you have already answered yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, you have answered yourself. You have answered yourself. Yeah. Okay. What are homonyms? Homonyms are words that have the same form, possibly spelling and sound, but different meaning or origin. Let me even cite an example before I move on to what I have prepared for you. To man a company. To man a company, M-A-N. What is the part of speech of the man over there? To man a company. You definitely become a manager. Okay, so what is the part of speech of the man over here?
The verb.
Verb.
Yes, it is a verb. Fine. Then the man is on his way. The man is on his way. So this time I realize that we are using M-A-N. Same spelling, but two different meanings. Okay, so in this case, Exactly. They are homonyms. Okay? Homonyms.
Okay.
Exactly. Then refuse. How are you going to pronounce it? refuse.
Refuse.
Refuse, as in a verb.
Yeah.
Then, yes, how about the
Refuse.
other refuse? Exactly. So yes, you can actually get the distinction. Okay.
Weapon.
Homonyms,
No.
yes, they have the same form of spelling and sound, but different meaning or origin. Let's look at some examples. Box, that is to punch. And the example is, I will box your nose off if you annoy me. And we are using box as a verb. Then box as a container. Chop box. Yes. So the box is mine. So we are using box as a noun. Yes. So you don't just say, oh, once you see BOX, oh, that's chop box, that's
That
this,
is box.
The context, just read and understand and make sure that appropriately. Exactly. Faint, to lose consciousness. Example, he must have fainted just after the race. He must have fainted just after the race. In this case, we are using faint as a verb. And then faint, not clear. The painting in the book is very faint. So faint is used here as an adjective. Note that homonyms may not necessarily be in the same part of speech or word class. They may have different parts of speech. Okay. Yes. So even though I use faint in the example, I said he must have fainted. Okay. Yes. So just understand that we have fainted there and then faint. So they do not necessarily have to be the same part of speech, but the meaning should be clear enough for us. What about homophones? So some people confuse homonyms with homophones. When you hear of phones, sound should come to mind. Okay. Homophones are words that have the same sound but different forms, spellings, and meaning. Same sound. Example, right, as in R-I-G-H-T, which is correct. My answer is right, as an example. Then W-R-I-T-E, make letters or figures with pen, pencil, etc. He cannot write properly. So in this case, and then some people make mistakes when writing their essays. Okay, instead of using R-I-G-H-T, they use W-R-I-T-E. Good. Fair, that is just. The judge was simply fair in the case. Then, can you give me the other homophone for fair? Same sound, but different spelling and meaning.
I think F-A-R-E.
Very good. Very good. F-A-R-E. Okay, so we can have Lori Fair.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, money charged for a journey. Example, the driver's mate collected the fare from the passengers. And you may even think of F-U-R.
Yes.
The fare of, yes, of animals. Yes.
Animals.
So you can also look at it from that angle. Yes, so you should know which one you are actually using for a particular sentence. Good. Then let us look at some words that we commonly confuse ourselves with. Okay? To lose a relative. How do you spell lose? To lose a loved one. How do you spell the word lose?
That is L-O-O-S-E.
O-O-S-E.
L-O-O-S-E.
Yes.
L-O-S-E.
No, L-O-S-E. L-O-S-E.
L-O-S-E. In
Yes.
fact, those who use L-O-O-S-E, I have to report you to the moderator. I will have to report you to the moderator. Yes.
I always become confused about those because we have L-O-S-E and then we have L-O-O-S-E.
Very good.
That's why we are here today.
Exactly. L-O-S-E is a verb. It's a verb. So if you say to lose, that is L-O-S-E. But L-O-O-S-E, that is not tight, loose.
Yeah.
Exactly. A lot of us have been making this mistake. A lot of us. You pick books and then you see them interchanging L-O-S-E for L-O-O-S-E. Okay. So I have several words here. We are going to look at them and try to make some meanings out of them and use them appropriately. Yes.
So there's a noun.
So the very first one, yes, you don't worry. We'll meet the loose somewhere along the line. Okay. The first one I have here is advice and advice. A-D-V-I-S-E and then A-D-V-I-C-E. The first one.
The first one is a noun. It's a verb.
The first one is a verb. To advise somebody, yes. Okay, yes, to advise somebody. And the second one is a noun. I went to him for an advice. That is a noun. So that should be CE. Okay, but he advised me when I was confused as to which course to choose in the university. That becomes a verb. So please, let us take note of things like this, or words such as these. Okay, advice with the SE is a verb, and then with the CE is a noun. Accept, and then accept. Some of us, you just mix these words up. Accept. Okay, you accept something, okay, wholeheartedly. Accept. All but. You remember that?
Yeah, except about coffee.
Exactly. After this, I will definitely share the slides on the platform and then give you some more words. Please, if you are able to understand all these words, I'm sure you'll be getting 99% in your English. You only dash them one and decide yes. Exactly. Yeah, these are the words we need.
Advice.
Good. Then access. And the thing is, please, when you have two C's, okay, it becomes ARK, like A-R-K. So the two C's sound like K. So you even say accident, not accident. Accident. So access and then assess. You have, can you help me with the distinction, please? Access and then assess.
Access is gaining entry or
access to
having
that's great. And then how about the second one?
Then assess
examine.
Is examine. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you very much. Then adverse and then averse. How about that?
Adverse is calamity, or adverse is like.
The first one has a D, so adverse.
It had effect. It had effect.
Opposite.
Yes. So adverse means to be against or to oppose.
Oppose.
Yes. And then averse means to have a dislike for something. Yes. So let me try to form an example, a sentence here. My aversion to the so-called gospel raga music. My aversion, that is my dislike, okay, to the so-called gospel raga music prompted that adverse remark made to the pastor. Affect and then effect. Affect, effect. How about that?
The effect is the outcome of something.
Okay, so can you say to produce, right?
Consequence, the consequence.
Is the effect, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so result, consequence. Then affect.
Affect you.
Impact.
Cause or impact. Cause.
Affect you.
Yes. Okay, you can talk of to influence. To influence. Okay, to influence. Yes. So let me try and see if I can get the release of atomic energy affects the destiny of human race. The release of atomic energy affects the destiny of human race. Okay, it influences us, yes, in a way. Then I can also use the effect. Atomic energy may effect, that is bring about adverse effects result. So you see that I am using effect as a verb that is bringing about, and then effect as a noun, results. But just understand it so that you don't confuse the affect with the effect. Then next, already and already.
I saw this in one of the questions and I was confused.
You saw it in one of the questions?
Yes.
Okay, then wait for it, because since I have an exercise for you, test for you after this. Okay, please. The first one, that is, you realize that the second one, 2 words, but the first one is a single word, okay, and with 1 L. So already is an adverb, which means previously. Okay, previously. Okay, then already, 2 words, shows the preparedness or readiness of the people concerned. So we can say that the boys are all ready for the match. Okay, they are prepared for the match. But the food has been eaten already. You understand? So it means you ate the food previously, it has been eaten. So let's take note. Already, you are very well prepared. Okay. The next one, similar to the one we just looked at. All together. All together. So with the ALTO, that's one word, then ALL, then separated from the together. Okay. The first one means completely or thoroughly. Okay. Or considering things. Then the second one is the assembling or togetherness of people. So we can say that it is not altogether bad. That means it is not completely bad. That is the first one. But my family members were all together in the living room. That is ALL, separated from together.
So,
My
Papa,
family, yes,
so,
sir.
SirCollins, so all together, the second one can be like a combined.
Combination of people.
I'm
of
listening
things.
to you.
Can it be combined?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please. No, can it be combined?
No, it can it be like a combination of a
Group of things.
group of things.
Oh, yes. Agree. A group of. I understand. You know, I thought you were saying that we should combine the two words.
No.
Okay. Then let's look at the next one. 3 of them. Accent. Accent. Okay. You know, ascending order, descending order. So ascending order is ASCENDING. Ascending. So with the ASCENT, it is the act of rising or upward slope. So that is the ascent. So that's why I use the ascending order. So if we have ascent, it means we can have what? Descent. Okay, so if you even meet this and they say you are to give an antonym, then it means you go for descent. Because if we have ascending, we can have descending. And then ASSENT is an agreement. It's an agreement. Then ACCENT means to pronounce.
Tongue.
Yes, a word.
Your accent.
Tonation.
Yes, exactly. So your accent. And as I said, ACC should be accent. Accent, yes. Okay. Then bad and badly. Bad and badly. Bad is an adjective. Badly is an adverb. This weather looks bad. Yes. So this weather looks bad. Then Kofi's ankle was sprained badly. Okay. Yes. So we know, we say adjectives qualify or basically modify nouns. So when I said this weather looks bad, we are using bad. Yes, bad is actually modifying the noun weather. But Kofi's ankle was sprained badly, and I'm using ankle ANKLE, part of the leg, was sprained badly. So badly is only modifying the verb sprained. Okay, so let's learn how to use words such as this. And then we have them here to BASE and then BASS.
And bad hair.
Sorry?
Bad hair.
Okay,
bad
good.
Hair.
Our brother has brought in something here. BALD, bald. That is BALD. That is BALD, bald.
Bald hair.
Bald hair. Yes. That is BALD. Very good. Then bass and then bass. We have the bass guitar, bass instrument, or you sing bass if you are a chorister, or bass. And then BASE, talking about the foundational level of something. Okay. So let us also learn how to use them. Base is the foundation or the lower part of something. That is the BASE. And then the BASS. Okay, it can be a deep singing voice or a musical instrument. So you can say, I sing bass in the choir. In that case, you don't go for BASE, but you go for BASS. Then another one here, being and then being. Once you see ing, you should know it is the continuous form. Ing. Okay, so the first one, been, is the perfect tense of the verb to be. Okay, so note, been usually goes with has, have, had. Okay, that is with the word to have. Okay, but being is the continuous tense of the verb to be. Okay, so with the being, we usually use the to be, the verb to be. Okay, is being, are being, was being, were being, am being. Okay, so let me bring in some examples here. I have been there once. So you don't go for I have, then you say being. I have been there once. Okay, I am being cheated. I am being cheated. They were being cheated. He is being cheated. Okay, they have been there before. Okay, so let us try and form as many examples. And please, I have a lot of them here, a lot of them. B-O-A-R-D and then B-O-R-E-D. Okay, board and board. Okay, which one do we use for board of governors? Which one do we use for board of governors?
The first one.
The first one.
The first one, very good, very good. It can also mean a piece of wood.
Wood.
Okay, power board, udum board. And then the second one. Okay, the second one. Can you explain that?
State of being.
Oh.
That's great.
Being exhausted.
Fine. So if you kind of tired, you become dull, something is uninteresting. So from this we can get boredom. And then the first one is what? The wood or an administrative group council. Okay, so let's take note of that. There are times we write fantastic essays, as in the context, the idea is there, but we use wrong words. Right. Then break and break. Okay, so we have B-R-A-K-E. B-R-A-K-E. You all have breaks.
The first one is stop.
Okay. Okay, you said the first one is stop, no problem. And the second one is what?
Slow down.
It's to stop.
Also pause.
To break a minute. It's to stop.
They say the first one is actually a noun. Okay, so it is a device used to stop a vehicle. And then the verb, the second one is a verb. It means to separate, break away from. Okay, to destroy something. You break the chain, you break the wood. Okay, so I can say the brake on Kofi's car. The brakes on Kofi's car are so durable that they will not break. I've used the two in one sentence. The brakes, that's the first one, on Kofi's car are so durable that they will not break. Then C-E-N-T, S-E-N-T, S-C-E-N-T. Okay, the first one is a coin. A coin. Okay, yes, a coin. Yes, a unit of a coin. Yes. Okay, good. Then the second one is the past tense of send.
Send.
Yes, the past tense of send. Can you help me with the third one?
It has to do with
Smelling. Something smelling.
Fantastic. Order or
good.
Great. My students are very good. What? Oh, great. All right, the next one.
So, Master.
Yes, madam.
So you can use the scent for both good and bad. Now you have a bad scent or a good scent. The scent can stand for something good or something bad.
Okay, please, this one goes to all of us. Scent, as in the odor.
Yeah, I believe you can qualify it.
I scent something fishy.
Yes, madam, yes, you can actually use it, good or bad.
Oh,
and
bad
you know,
scent,
yeah,
scent.
things like this are even subjective. Yes, somebody may come into the room, and then you see people will start holding their
the scent will change.
Others will, even this COVID-19 something, yes, one of the symptoms is what? Loss of smell or something like that. There are people, people actually have issues with that. People have issues with that. So yes, we can have good and we can have bad because it's subjective.
Okay.
Yes. Then the next one.
Desert.
How do you pronounce the first one?
Desert.
With one S. One S.
Yeah.
Desert. Okay. That is a barren wilderness. Okay. The barren wilderness. So we have the Sahara Desert. Exactly. And then the second one, how do you pronounce it?
Desert.
Desert. Okay, I'm sure everybody had his or her dessert. Okay.
Sweet after meals.
Okay, so that is food served. Food served at the end of a meal. Okay. Yeah, so we can say the Sahara Desert. Okay, and then we were later served with a dessert. Okay. And then the Almighty. Yes, the Almighty lose and then lose. Okay. So let us take note of that, please. The first one, okay, you lose a pen. That's a verb. Okay, but it is loose, not tight. Okay. Good.
Baba, please, so at times you hear some pronouncing it loss. Which is which?
Okay, good. Loss is L-O-S-S.
No, the same spelling, but he used the word, he pronounced it loss.
Okay, let me help you here. Loss, let me even start with profit and loss. Profit.
Baba,
Profit is also known as...
I'm not adding the T. The lose, L-O-S, some people pronounce it loss.
It is loose, please. It is loose. It's loose. Loose. Thank you.
Accent.
Then, okay, and then the loss is L-O-S-S. Okay, yes, loss is L-O-S-S. Then we have fewer and then less. Fewer and then less. Fewer and then less. Fewer means or refers to the number of separate or countable units. Okay, so you can even talk of, I have fewer oranges. I have fewer oranges because you can actually count oranges. Okay, so it refers to the number of separate or countable units. Then less refers to bulk quantity, basically uncountable units. So an example, there is less work to do. So you don't say fewer work. There is less work to do. Okay. So
drive safely. Use the right lane to exit right. Then keep
I'm listening.
Are we safe?
Our friend is still driving.
All right. So I said less. We have less work to do. Okay, there is less work to do, so we have fewer supervisors to monitor. The supervisors can actually be counted. So because we have less work to do, we need fewer supervisors to come and do the monitoring. Then we have whole, and then the WHOLE. Okay, you know that. Whole is a cavity or hollow place. And then the one with the W means an entire or complete. The whole show. And then the first one is the cavity or the hollow place. Then here, as in HEAR, can you hear me?
Here
Yes.
is listening,
Wakefield Avenue.
Aha.
listening and place.
Fine. So I actually use the first one. Can you hear me? And then the HERE. Okay. Yes, HERE. Aha. Can you help me with that one? HERE.
It can be a place.
A place. Here, we are here.
All right. So it only means an area close by. Close by. A place by should be close by. Yes. Then the next one, HEAL. Then HEEL. Okay. HEAL. HEEL.
Health.
The first one is healing. It is healing.
Yeah.
It's recovery.
Recovery.
Please take your time. Because if you please, if you are using the synonyms, then you should give me a synonym that has the same part of speech with heal.
Yeah.
So heal. It means to restore to health. Yes, to restore to health. Okay. Fine. Then the healing. Then you can bring in your recovery. Then how about the HEEL? HEEL.
Part of the body.
A part of the body. Very good. So it is the back part of a human foot. So if you have your foot, the one you used to play your ball, football, the back of it. Okay. Yes. So you even have high heel, right?
Yeah.
High heel. Yes.
High heel.
Good. Then HEAD, HEARD, and then HERD. Head.
The first one is part of the body.
The first one is part of the body. Okay. And then how about the head of an institution?
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
That one also goes for the first one.
Yes.
So we have headmaster, headmistress. Then we have the part of the body. Okay, good. So even say heavy is the head that wears the crown. Then head, HEARD.
I heard you.
The past tense of
past tense of here.
Past
tense of here. Very good. That's all. Then how about the HERD?
The cattle.
Group of cattle.
Fine. So we can basically say it is a large group of animals. So it is not only for cattle. We have, yes. So
sheep.
That's fine. So that's great. Then we have raise and then rise. You see, people say
raise.
Raise and then rise.
Wages.
Which the first one?
Raise is lift, to lift up.
Okay.
Raise. 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 Is it not the past tense of right?
No, raise is upbringing.
Is increase.
Are you referring, okay, to raise up a child?
Increase.
Yeah, to raise. Yeah.
Somebody mentioned upbringing. Okay, upbringing for the raise. RAIS.
But could this be the wages part going up?
So help me.
Rise, rise. Rise
Uh-huh.
up.
Rise,
Yeah, if you need,
R-I-S-E is elevating.
Stand up.
okay. And that one, okay, that's fine. Let's still, somebody made mention of a raise in salary or a rise in
Okay.
salary. Which is which?
It's raising salary.
It's raised.
I've raised the salary. All right.
Okay,
What?
please let me try to make it a little simpler for you. Raise
Okay.
means to force up, to force up. Then rise means to go up, usually by oneself. So what the Apostles' Creed, okay? The Apostles' Creed. On the third day, he rose again. That is the past tense of rise.
Rise, yeah.
He did it all by himself. Okay, he did it by himself to go up. Then raised, I raised the boy from the ground. Okay. And you can also have.
So, Papa, can there be D ended raised?
Yes, yes, please. That is that's the past tense of to raise.
Raise, good.
Yes, please. Yes, yes, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, we have a lot of them, a lot of them. So this time around, I'll just mention them. So go and then look up such words from your dictionary and then form sentences with them. Please do that. I'll be calling for them to mark. Okay, so just make sure you look up the meanings and then form sentences with all these. Okay, yes, between and among. Between usually for two people, okay, and then among for three or more, okay. So he shared the money among his three sons, okay, but he shared it between Yao and Ansa, okay. So let us take note of that. Then waste, and then W-A-S-T-E, and then W-A-I-S-T. There are times you want to write as waste resources, and then you go and use W-A-I-S-T. Okay, so waste, part of the body. Yes, a lion has a tail. It has a big head and a very small waist. Okay. Please, if you want to say don't waste my time, which of them do you use? Do you use W-A-S-T-E or W-A-I-S-T?
The first one.
W-A-S, the first one.
The first one, please. The first one. Very good. Okay. So take note of that. Then stationary, A-R-Y and then E-R-Y. Stationary. Which one is the A-R-Y?
A-R-Y is sedentary. One at the same place.
Okay, so can we say it is static?
Static.
Yeah, static.
Static, okay. And then how about the E-R-Y?
That has to do with books.
Books, inventory.
Great,
Office.
great,
Yeah.
great. Okay, so let us take note of these. Then weather, W-E-A-T-H-E-R. Okay, and then W-H-E-T-H-E-R. Whether the weather is hot or whether the weather is cold. So in this case, whether the weather, I'm using W-H-E-T-H-E-R. And then, so that's the first one. Then the weather, W-E-A-T-H. So we can say the weather is cloudy. So whether the weather is cloudy or not, I will still go out. So let us take note of these and use them accordingly. Beside, and then besides. How about that one? Beside, and then E, and then besides, and then S.
Can we say beside means being close to something, and besides as the second one like despite or in spite of something. Would that be correct?
Okay. They are listening to you. The first one, you are very right. Okay. That is by the side of someone or something. That is beside. Then besides means in addition to or moreover.
All this, all besides, you have
Yes.
this.
So I sit beside James in class. He gives me other ideas beside the first one. Okay. He gives me other ideas in addition to. Okay. So besides, moreover, in addition to. When we get to the essay part, I'll be talking about linking words. Okay. All right. Then quiet. This one, to a lot of us, have been confusing some of these words. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep quiet. Keep quiet. That is with the IET. Okay. Then it is quite sunny. QUITE. It's quite sunny. Okay. So let us take note of that as well. And then, so we use the IET, that is without noise or degree of silence or calm or secretly. Okay. Yes. It stays in a quiet environment. So you can even hear as if there is a Y sound here, quiet. Quiet place. Okay. Then quiet means completely or entirely. Okay. It's quite sunny. Okay. Then QUIT, you know that it means to stop. Quit. Yes.
Yes.
Quit.
Throw in the towel.
Okay. Please. Exactly, to quit. Okay. So let us quickly look at these ones and then we can wrap up. Figurative and idiomatic expressions. Figurative and idiomatic expressions. And I have them here. I've listed them and then with their meanings. For better, for worse, or for better or for worse. Yes. Whatever may not happen. Okay. Yes. For better or for worse. And with that one, I want to read out something. A word may have various meanings. Okay. A word may have various meanings. Okay. So when words are used other than in their original or primary meanings, they are said to be used figuratively. Okay. If you use them other than in their original or primary meanings, then we say you have used the word figuratively. Yes, and therefore they become figurative expressions. Okay. Most figurative expressions are used metaphorically. Some are symbolic in nature. Okay. So the symbol or object used in the expression gives the implied meaning of the expression. So that's for the figurative. But idiomatic expressions are basically phrases or expressions whose meanings cannot often be understood from the ordinary meanings of words in them. For example, pull up means stop. To back out means to withdraw. To fall out means quarrel, and so on and so forth. Those ones are idioms. Okay. So we have for better or for worse, whatever may now happen. Whatever may now happen. So during when we are taking our vows and we say, I blah, 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 for better or for worse, you know, yes, you are actually anticipating that whatever happens, it is yet to actually happen. Whatever may now happen. Then high or low, everywhere. Everywhere. It's either a yes or a no. So high and low, sorry. High and, this one, both of them. So everywhere. Then babies and sucklings, innocent children. So they can just use this and then give you the options. You are to just choose from the alternatives given. Bad blood, unfriendliness between two people, a bad shot, a wrong guess. So when you give a wrong guess, that's a bad shot. A burning question, a matter of dispute which should be solved urgently. A matter of dispute which should be solved urgently. A close shave, a narrow escape from danger. So if there is an accident, and then you actually survive that, and say that was a close shave. Or there are times you are driving, and then it happens, and you are like, this one there be God. That was actually a close shave, a narrow escape from danger. Okay, a close shave. A dead-end job, a dead-end job, a job without prospects. To play the man. Usually we say men are supposed to be very brave. So you say, I'm playing the man. I am acting bravely. Okay, to play the man, to act bravely. Okay. Keep your hair on. Okay, keep your hair on. Your friend is actually disturbing you, provoking you. Then I come to you and I say, you know what? Please keep your hair on. It's an informal way of telling you or asking you to control your anger. Keep your hair on. Yes, control your anger. Yeah. To keep body and soul together. To manage to live, to survive. Okay. Yes, some people, their salaries just help them to keep body and soul together. They cannot use it to do any other thing. Yes, to manage. They only manage to live or to survive and wait for another payday. So to keep body and soul together. Then to have clean hands, to be innocent. So you go to court, you are acquitted and charged. Yes. So you have clean hands. You are innocent. To go for a song. To go for a song. To be sold for much less than the true value. To go for a song. To be sold for much less than the true value. To give up the ghost. An informal way of saying to die.
You die.
Yes. To kick the bucket. You know that, don't you?
You die too.
Yes.
To die. Good.
Then visit the village.
To get on someone's nerves. To get on someone's nerves. To irritate the person. To fall flat. To be a failure or to be unsuccessful. Okay.
But what about to disturb? Can we use that for that one too? To fall on someone's hurt?
To get on someone's nerves.
Someone's nerves. Can we say to disturb? The person is being disturbed?
Yes. Anybody to try that for us? Can we say that? To get, you are getting on my nerves. You are disturbing me. You are irritating me. Yes, you can say that, Papa.
Okay.
Yes. Then to be in seventh heaven or to be in the seventh heaven. Okay, that is to be very happy. To be very happy or to be elated.
Elevated.
Yes. Elated.
My God.
Elated, to be elated. Aha, you are very happy. So when they meet you, Charlie, I am the seventh heaven. No. Yes,
wow.
I'm in the seventh heaven. Yes. Then please go and then look up this one in 6s and 7s.
I was about to ask you.
You are
confused.
I have done that. What's the meaning of that one?
Confused.
Okay, yes, he's in 6s and 7s. Oh, more than confused. Okay, then you ask someone out. You ask someone out. It means to invite someone to go out for a meal, an entertainment, and so on. Yes, yes, I'm asking you out. Okay, fine.
Is it
So
different from
please
to date? To have a date with somebody?
This is an
Oh, la,
entertainment.
Yes.
la.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
la,
say
la.
I have a date.
Yes, yes, it is very correct. That is how come I said entertainment, etc. So on a date, so you're asking someone out to go and then make your intentions known to the person. Basically, it's a form of that. So you're asking the person out. Okay, right. So please, I have 2 sets of tests for you. 15 questions each. 15 questions. Good. So 30 questions in all. So get ready. Please, you write A, B, C, D. So this number.
Right now?
So, yeah, so let's do the test 1 now. And then you do the test 2 and then submit it later. Okay. Yes. Yes. let's do that. You can do it. I know you can do that.
As we are preparing to do that,
all right,
to take
so
the okay.
I'm listening.
And like I said, as we are preparing to do the test, I just want to put this one across. Do we say sit in the car or sit on the car? Maybe after the test, so let's do the test.
Okay. Do we say in the market or on the market? I'm trying. Yes, I'm only adding that to yours. What you just asked me. Okay.
On the market.
In the market, on the market.
What about in the flight and on the flight?
Okay, very good. So in fact, they have brought themselves. So all right. So please, test 1. Fill in the blank spaces with the most appropriate words from the pairs of words indicated after each sentence. Okay, good. So please, the first 4 questions. When you are ready, you tell me, and then I move on to the next.
Information was.
Do you want us to call out the answer or we should be writing them down?
Oh, please, write them, write them.
Okay, thank you.
Right, yes, right. Reading is part of it, so I'm not going to read it for you.
Yeah.
And you must be as fast as possible.
Oh.
Hey, somebody is in fact he's gotten to.
Let me check out and mute him.
What dance on that?
I know. I understand that. I understand. It is well. Okay. Yes. Just tap yourself and say all is well. Please, if you want me to move to the next slide, you let me know, please.
Next. Next slide.
Can I move on to the last slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Georgina Boyd IJ.
You get ready to stop work. Okay. Stop work. Hello.
But we are done.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. So let us quickly mark. Okay. Let's start with the first one. By 2 p.m., Mr. Mensah was
Already A.
It's B. Already B.
Already.
Yes, the answer is, please, the answer is B.
B, yeah.
Yes, yes, already.
Wow.
Very
Yes.
tricky, eh? Very tricky.
Very tricky. Very, very tricky. He sat leisurely on a plastic chair on the porch. So he was actually waiting. He was all ready. Okay, for the first one, if he had already gone to, that's fine. But this one, he's all ready for the outing. So by 2, he knows you maybe he's supposed to go out at 3, but by 2, he was all ready for the outing. So please, the answer is B. Please, this one is actually one of the past questions. Okay, yes, some of you, I'm sure some of you have it. Okay, I actually picked it from one of the questions. Number 2, whilst waiting for his wife, a colleague from the office called him on his cell phone, trying to
Elicit.
A or B? It's A. Good, good. To elicit information. It's A. The second one is illicit drugs. That's kind of illegal usage of, so that's the second one. But to elicit information is the first one. So it's A. Very good. Very good. So this is the first one. And then the second one. Okay. Then Mr. Boateng is normally quite.
B.
Number 3.
B. Discreet.
Discreet.
Yeah. It's A.
Why?
Okay, tell me why you also chose B.
No, well, my why mean the meanings of these two words.
Oh, okay. Please, yes, I only said it on a lighter note, so yes. It's actually A, please.
It's A.
Yes. Let's finish marking and then yes, we come and then get a distinction between the two. Let's do that. It's A.
This one I have to do elimination. Elimination, yeah.
And then number 4, he made an
allusion.
A.
Allusion, very good. It's correct.
A.
Number 4
Allusion.
is allusion. Allusion,
Yeah.
yes. He made an allusion. You allude to the fact that, oh yes, so he made an allusion.
You didn't.
Yes. All right. Number 5. See the way they are using the words. We had illicit here. He also stated clearly that he would not be party to any
illicit. B.
Illicit. B.
B. Very good.
B. Illicit.
Very good. It's B. Then 6. He hung up and put the phone
beside. B.
B, correct. Beside B. Mr. Wood parked his car in front of a
stationery shop. C.
C.
C, very good. Very good. Then 8, the shop which was dash called People's Place is now known as My Place.
Formerly C.
C.
C is correct. C is correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 9. Last year, the shop suffered an dash of bees, which had been hiding in the roof.
Invasion.
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 A is correct. Invasion is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Number 10. The owner told the journalist that he had
formerly A.
Formerly A.
A, yes. So he has actually lodged a formal complaint. That is basically. So he has made, he had formally A. Correct. 11. When the insurance company failed to compensate him, he accused them of
evasion.
Evasion.
C, correct. Evasion, correct. Then 12, since last year, the shop owner has
Abrogated.
Abrogated. B.
B, abrogated.
B, abrogated is correct. B, abrogated is correct. Just a minute. All right. "13, please. Many other businesses in the neighborhood are
Contemplating.
Contemplating is correct. B.
B.
Then the minister asked for pragmatic suggestions to solve the problem. This means that the minister asked for
practical. D.
Suggestion.
Practical, very good. D. Practical suggestions, very good. Then finally, pardon me, I'm trying to clear this and then it doesn't want to move. The chief emphasized the mandatory nature of the rituals to be performed.
Compulsory.
Compulsory.
Compulsory, very good. D. Compulsory.
Wow.
D.
Papa 13. Papa, SirCollins 13.
Yes.
Implementing and contemplating. We can implement similar action. We can contemplate on the same action.
Okay, but the question actually says the one that best suits. Exactly. Yes, you can implement by looking at what we have here. You know, people have different thoughts. Okay. Many other businesses, so they have other ideas. Okay. Yes. So yes, implementing is very correct. If you fix it there, it makes sense perfectly. But out of these three options, the one that most suitably performs the best action is contemplating.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, 15. 15.
Yep.
Mr. Donfer, 15, right?
Yes, please.
Oh, in fact, I'll buy TomTom for you, okay? Yes, I'll buy TomTom for you.
Yeah.
All right, very well done. 14.
Yeah, thank you.
14. 13.
Yep.
Oh, great. Okay, anybody who had below 10? Below 10. Okay, 12.
Peter.
Okay, very good. In fact, you have all done very well, but there is still more room for improvement. That is the more reason why I like good, better, best. May I never rest until my good is better and my better best. You have moved from good to better, but please, we are targeting the best. So let us continue to read why.
But I want to ask a question.
I'm listening.
The word your, UI, Y-O-U-R.
Okay.
How do we pronounce it? Because some say your, some say you are. Which is which? Grammatically, which one is correct?
Your.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, your. Yeah.
Ask anybody about higher because we are confused with the British and the American now.
You'll be very fine. You'll be very fine. I'm sure when we get to the essay, that should be next week or so, or next 2 weeks. When we get there, I'll be highlighting on the American and then the British so that you'll be fine. Okay, I will do that. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So that you don't, you see, if you are writing the essay and you are using American, make sure you use American English throughout.
And that's where we are confused at.
So you, as I said, we'll be writing. When we have lessons on essay, we are going to write an essay. I'll read some essays out for you to actually discuss. Okay, so you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Whatever it is, that is the more reason why you don't need to get 100% to get an A, but we have a range. And I know you are going to get above 90, so don't worry about that. The essay should not move you down. Yeah, you are going to get above.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, it's all about the rules. So let us try to stick to the rules. Let us read more. Okay, let's read more. And then pay attention to context. The context. Okay? The context is very necessary. Okay, so that you don't even go about using LOSE for LOOSE and stuff like that. Okay, thank you very much for your time today. Please, the second test, okay, is over there, but you will be doing that and then you submit it to me later. We'll continue on the WhatsApp platform. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
God
Thank
bless
you.
God
bless you.
Those of you who are going to sleep for about an hour or 2 hours, you enjoy your sleep. Those of you who are working too, all the best. And then we'll continue on the WhatsApp platform. Bye-bye.
We want to end with a prayer, so